going on, Facebook family? I'm your host, Howie. Curtis is going to be right back here to take the call real quick. Just stay with us, bear with us. I'm going to invite some people to the cast. Yep. Let me just handle this over here. Let me slide to the right, your left. And just bear with us. And we'll be with you in a second. Cut me down just a little bit. Alright. Alright, that's cut down. Yeah, we live. I told them that.
We in the building. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Triad Hip Hop Podcast. Alright, so we're going to get some folks in here real quick.
Yep. I forgot to turn this phone on. Thank you, Curtis, for watching. One time I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get some more people. I see you. I'm in here, fam. Like, you the host, eh?
Right.
Oh, man. There's a reason why I'm playing this beat today, folks.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to get into that in a minute.
Yes.
So, y'all just bear with us. I got this old tablet. It's older than Methuselah, so I gotta load up stuff. So, yeah, let me write that down. Let's see. So, you want to kind of talk about the Monique today?
We can touch on it a little bit.
Touch on a little bit.
Roxanne, and here's our game plan. Mix master. Ice.
That one look. That's all I got. That's all I got. That one pop.
All right.
That one move. I can't even do it on the other side.
We don't want to do too many pops. I might see one of us fall out.
We get all
discombobulated.
Give it a few minutes. I'm good about this tablet sometimes because I don't really use it that much.
Right.
Yeah, I charge it up. I fully charge it.
Oh, okay.
But I forgot to turn it back on. So it takes a little bit to load up. Oh. Great.
What's up?
It crashed. Maybe go back to the... Like, you can't do that.
Right.
I'm gonna hold me to tell you. Okay, here we go. Get in the through it.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
if you want to, you can go ahead and start talking to him a little bit while I try to work on this thing.
All right, that's what's up. So everybody, welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast.
Welcome.
It's your boy Kurt Dog. This is my man.
I'm Howard.
That's what's up. Today we're gonna talk a little hip hop with y'all like we do every week, and we got a few things to talk about.
Yes.
But I'm gonna get a little bit into this Breakfast Club joint with Monique. Some of y'all might have seen it, concerning her saying boycott Netflix and all of that real quick. She went on there and tried to speak her piece about, why she thinks that they were wrong for giving her Donkey of the Day, you know what I mean? And so it was a good interview, but it wasn't really to me, it wasn't really doing nothing for her cause, basically, because it was like a 50-minute interview, but I only listened to about 15, 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm not following you. You still haven't made your point. And I get what she feels, but it's still not enough. You know what I mean? Y'all should look for it. It's on the Breakfast Club. They got the video floating around Facebook, and you can see her, try to show evidence as why she thinks that Netflix was underpaying her or offered to underpay her, and why we should all boycott Netflix because of gender bias and racial bias and things like that. But there's really no gender bias. You know what I mean? There's really no gender bias going on. It's a waste of time for her to even say that. So, but she had her husband live on the phone with her, and they were both putting forth their, arguments as to why Netflix was wrong for offering her a low amount, or what she considered a low amount, based on other people.
She should have took the damn money.
Honestly, she might as well have taken it, because
someone offered me $5,000.
$500,000.
Shit. They offered me $5 for Netflix? Shoot, I'm on Netflix?
Right.
Don't give me $5?
Yeah. So it's just one of those things. She's definitely, I will give her this, she's a legend in her own right, because she's done legendary work, but it's not always based on your resume from years ago. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be based on that. So you have to look at what's going on right now, and right now, we're not really checking for you like that. You know what I mean?
No.
And thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody's tuning in right now. We're just talking a little about the Monique Netflix boycott, because
apologize about the stuff in the background. My tablet been kind of acting crazy.
Yeah, we have soundboy issues.
Yes.
We have a soundboy burial.
Yeah.
But the older heads will get that joke. Anyway, but back to Monique, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying. You think that Netflix should have offered you more, and that there may be a little gender bias, because she was also bringing up the point of name one black female that has been offered a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix. And yeah, it may not have been one so far, but I seriously don't think that that's just going to be the case. I think this is your issue. You're not as relevant right now, so people aren't really checking for you.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's not that you're not a legend, but you haven't created a buzz recently.
No.
You know what I mean? Recently, you haven't been on the road doing comedy shows, and people are like, "Oh man, I want to see her do something bigger and better." You know what I mean?
She's not really buzzworthy. The only thing she's done really was what, Parker,
Right.
and then talk about skinny women,
Right.
and how much evil they are. Then she turned around and lose weight, and then lose her core fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and that's the issue, man. It's like, I get what she's saying. I really can understand her point of view, but I really think that she's blinded by her own, feelings about overall racial and gender bias and things like that. And I just don't think it applies in this situation. I really don't. It's just, you haven't really done anything that lets Netflix know that they can take a bigger gamble on you. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna happen.
I mean, much as I hate to say it, I mean, I don't like Amy Schumer that much.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't pulling the garden. I mean, has she even pulled the garden though?
Right.
I mean, that's the thing, man. That's big.
Amy Schumer sold out Madison Square Garden. There ain't too many people that can do that. I mean, that's a tough one to crack.
Let's
right
see.
there.
Kevin Hart did it.
Mm-hmm.
I think did Chris Rock?
Probably. I mean, even if he didn't, I know he's.
Yeah,
you know
that's the big thing. I think did Chappelle do it? I can't remember if he did it or not. I don't know if he did
I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean? Because Dave Chappelle, everybody's been buzzing about him coming back to the spotlight. You know what I mean? Ever since his show stopped on Comedy Central, everybody knows it was kind of a premature thing. So they kind of wanted him to come back because they knew whatever he does is going to be good. You know, with Monique, it's always been kind of it was kind of hot. Okay, now we're downhill. Oh, that was kind of hot too. Now it's downhill. She's done some good movies. You know, she's a great actress. She did Good Impressions and all of those. What was it? I think This Christmas and stuff like that. You know, she's got really good movies and really good acting under her belt. And I wouldn't doubt that she's, you know what I mean, a legend when it comes to being on the screen. But that was some years back. And nowadays, nobody really cares about what you did years ago. They want to know what's going on right now that's going to help us make sure we get our money back. So if we offer you $50 million, are we guaranteed to get $50 million back based on your buzz right now? No, we're not.
No,
we're not. I mean, some people will watch a show on Netflix with Monique. They will. And if it's funny, they may spread the word a little bit, but it ain't going to be a huge buzz about it. You know what I mean? If you think about it, as soon as Dave Chappelle popped up on Netflix, everybody jumped on that. Nobody even had to hear what was going on. They just said, Dave Chappelle, press play. Press play.
That's all we got to do.
You know what I mean? If Chris Rock do one right now, which he just did, matter of fact.
And it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, you don't even have to hear it. You just say press play. I know. Yeah. Because he's on the road, he's touring, and he's building up a buzz for itself that says, even though I'm a legend, I can't just sit back and expect people to throw money at me.
No, and that's the thing. And that's the thing about it. It's just like, you know, I just feel that, you know, to me, she's not worth that much. But now I would negotiate it and maybe like try to get $1 million.
Right.
But I mean that's still pushing it though. You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
Because like a lot of people ain't really, you know, they ain't really, like you said, people ain't really into her like that. And like I said, she messed up her own fan base.
Right. And she's known for being a complainer. You know what I mean? She complains about everything. You know, with the Lee Daniels thing. BBC.
Because once she probably tried to get on Empire.
Yeah, and it's always something with her, man. She always finds something. So it's almost like I don't think she realizes that kind of stuff gets embedded in your subconscious, where you almost look for something to be wrong with every situation. Yep. And when that happens, you're gonna justify it in your own mind, and you're gonna find it and say, "See, this is wrong." You know what I mean? So. Thank y'all for checking us out. We appreciate everybody who's live with us. You know, we're just talking a little bit about the Monique thing. We getting ready to talk about some real hip hop though.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see the Phase on Love joint?
What he
was talking junk about Chappelle.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he talking about Chappelle's not that funny. He was manufactured by Hollywood, man.
Oh, man, please. If there's one thing Dave Chappelle is not, and that is Hollywood. Dave Chappelle could give a fuck about Hollywood. He don't care nothing about Hollywood. That's the whole reason he left that show from Comedy Central, because he didn't like the way things were going. You know what I mean? It was, you know what I mean, getting to him. So he had to say, okay, I got to step away. I don't like the direction. This is not me. I want to keep it real. I want to be true to myself. And even though y'all offering me a lot of money, I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Money's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for fame. I just want to be as real as I can. And so Faison, man, he need to cut that out.
I mean, I like Faison Love.
Yeah.
I mean, but, you know, and in his interview with him, what he said was pretty good.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But, yeah, I mean, I just think sometimes it's a little bit of hate.
Yeah.
I mean, it just really what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, because really with him, he's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Big Worm, you always gonna love Big Worm.
Right.
Parenthood.
Right.
All that stuff. I mean, the thing of it is, he ain't really done anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a rapport. I mean, you know, like a built-up thing right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nothing recent. I mean, but you know, the thing is though, over Monique, I would probably pay to see Faison though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would probably pay to see Faison or watch him on Netflix because, you know what I'm saying, he's actually a funny guy. I would love to see him do stand-up or, you know, I mean, he's a funny dude. But as far as like, you know, Chappelle, like Hollywood, nah, I just ain't feeling that.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, my thing is this: when you look at something like what Faison Love said about Dave Chappelle, why does that even matter to you? You know what I mean? To me, that's just your ego, you know, sneaking in. Because if you are good in your own right, you don't care what everybody else is good or bad. All you worried about is yourself. And that's how it needs to be. You don't really go, you know, trying to throw judgment around because that gets you nowhere but backlash. And so I really can't, you know, that's why I don't really get into a whole lot of, oh, this one is good and that one is good. I'm just stating the facts when I talk about something. And so it's because there's been something, if I bring something up, like Monique, it's because she brought it up. She went on TV and said, here's my beef with this situation, and I'm just weighing in on it. But I would never just from nowhere, just say, you know what, Monique's been on my mind, and I don't think she's a good comedian for no reason. You know what I mean? It's a waste of my energy up here. I'm not doing that. So, you know, it's a waste of time for me to hear even Faison Love talking like that. Because my thing is, if you want to do something, do something. Show us how funny you are. Don't keep worrying about what other people are doing. You know what I mean? Old dude is like that too. Corey Holcomb. Mm-hmm. He's like that too. He's real opinionated. He's talked about a lot of people. Kevin Hart, I think he talked about, and Steve Harvey. And my thing is, I mean, why are you worried about them so much? I mean, just do you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's one of those things. This is just how you can tell how much people are checking for you, or you can talk about is why other people ain't good or ain't this and ain't that. It's a waste of my time, man. So, you know. But I didn't even know Faison was talking like that. He's cool. He's a cool dude. I wouldn't,
like
say
I
he's
said,
not funny.
Yeah, I would have said over him over Monique, I would probably go.
Yeah.
I would, if he did a special, I'd probably check it out.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. So,
but yeah, I just don't. Yeah, you know, you got when you're in your craft, especially like you said, you just gotta do you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I think sometimes they do that because they're trying to get some stuff going, get people to look at them. I mean, that's ultimately, that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, it is what it is. One of those things, you know, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first topic.
Let's jump into this.
What we going to do first, man?
Let's talk about Rakim, man. Rakim Allah. He was on TMZ.
Rakim Allah.
I don't know if you heard about the situation. It's a rapper called Little Pump.
Garbage.
Yeah, hot garbage. But I don't know if y'all know about that Gucci Gang.
Right.
Yeah, they. I guess he sings that song with that one group, that Gucci Gang.
I don't know who, and I don't care.
But
whack.
Apparently, what happened was he was in his apartment or something in Los Angeles, and what he ended up doing was he had a handgun.
Yeah.
Shot it
in his apartment.
Well, you can't do that, and plus, you know, city limits and whatnot. And so basically, I think he went to jail.
Yeah, and he got out pretty quick.
What are you shooting
in your apartment for?
And then he's like, yeah, we got rich lawyers. You know, look at that. Yeah. We got my house arrest. Gucci gang. And I'm like, come on.
It's laughable, man. It's laughable. It's like, dude, you really don't have no respect for yourself when you do stuff like that, man, because it's like you almost trying to just get a little record just so you can have some street cred or something. You know what I mean? I mean, why you even playing with a gun in your house, man? You know what I mean? If you a real gangster, you know how to handle a gun, and you're not gonna have no accidental mishaps like that. You know what I mean? So none of these dudes out here is real gangsters, man. You might as well just deep throat the gun like the other dude did, man. You might as well. I mean, I don't have no respect for that kind of stuff, man. So, you know what I mean? He should have went to jail, and I mean, he did. You know, I'm glad he, making his little money. I ain't gonna stop him from that, but you're not gonna get no dime out of me because you don't have no substance about you, man. There's nothing. You corny, and you're not worthy of my dollar. Yeah, I mean, that's just those lyrics, man, be garbage, man. And so they had Rakim on TMZ weighing in on the stuff like that, and he didn't really mention no names because I mean he's a smart guy. He ain't trying to stir up nothing. He was just giving an opinion on the state of hip hop. You know what I mean? We're gonna put it like that. You know what I mean? So I applaud him for being smart and not giving, because the more you mention somebody's name, it's not even about beef. You giving them, airtime. I'm not giving you airtime when the camera's on me. The camera's on me, not you. So I'm not gonna try to put you out there. Everybody go, oh yeah, he mentioned Gucci Gang. Oh, he mentioned
Gucci Gang.
Yeah, he mentioned little such and such, and now you're not even paying attention to me no more. Now all you're thinking about is this Gucci Gang bullshit. So it's a waste of time, man. I'm glad he didn't talk about nobody in particular. But what did you think about what he had to say?
I mean, like you said, man, I think he played it smart. I also think, I feel that he's trying to preserve the unity, because just like we were talking before we got on here, can't have infighting, man. I mean, I understand that you got beefs and things in hip hop. That's going to happen. That's to come. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have beefs. You're going to have, disagreements. But, I mean, I think the way he handled it was great. I mean, it'd been kind of cool if he said, hey, if you want to support such and such artists, you can support such and such artists. I feel that he's a good artist. He's such and such for hip hop. But I'm a better artist, something like that. I think that would be kind of, I mean, that's not taking no shot. That's just, hey, I'm good at my craft and this is what I do.
Right.
That's it. But yeah, he didn't even do that. I'm just using that for example. But at the same time, it's like, I think he's just trying to keep everybody together. I mean, as far as making sure that, the first thing he said, I want to make sure that this art form prospers. And it has been, right. You know what I'm saying? It has been for the most part. I mean, especially last year was a pretty record year for hip hop. I mean, did a lot of historical feats last year. Been knocked off rock and roll for the first time ever, and it's still hip hop is still, even though they're trying to gentrify it like crazy,
right?
Which ain't nothing against white rappers or nothing like that, but I'm just saying the way they're trying to do it, they're trying to do it like they did rock, but hip hop is still predominantly a black art form, which is still great. But it is good at the same time to see other cultures and other people, get into it and actually doing stuff.
Right.
Especially, I'm a Cypress Hill fan, Mexico,
right.
Cuban, Cuba and all them people, they've always been into that scene. And actually, France is the second biggest market. At least at one time, France was the second biggest market of hip hop outside of the U.S. So, man. I mean, I think Rakim handled it well.
Yeah, and I really applaud him for just being, professional about it and just, doing the right thing when it comes to hip hop. Because the way he did the interview, he did it for the culture. You know what I mean? It wasn't, he wasn't trying to be on nothing. You know what I mean? That's what people do nowadays. They just start a little friction. You know what I mean? And yeah, we see you, Dominic. I know you say you're going to see Black Panther. So Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
You gonna like it, my man. So definitely go check it
You
out.
will not speak.
I went and we don't want to give too much away. He ain't seen it yet. But it's a great movie for anybody, who's a fan of the comic book or anything in comic books in general. So you'll love it. I've seen it 3 times.
Damn, you seen it 3 times?
3 times, man. I went once with the wife, went once back to take the kid, then went again with my homeboys. And because they hadn't seen it, they didn't want to go at first because they was trying to avoid the whole crowds and all of that. So we went in the middle of the week on Wednesday. Went late night Wednesday and saw it. So it was really good, man. So, but yeah, definitely anybody watching, go see that Black Panther. It's a really good movie. You won't be disappointed. So it's good action in there. So, but if y'all don't notice, we got a little Roxanne Shante beat playing in the background.
Yep.
We getting ready to talk about that, man.
Oh, he gonna love this.
Yeah, man.
That's you a hip hop head.
Exactly.
And actually what it is, Netflix, they're doing a Netflix special. They actually ran this at the Sundance Festival, this movie. And it is done great.
Yeah, it looks
and
really
they're
good
bringing
too.
it to Netflix.
Yep.
And the title called Roxanne.
Yep.
And it's a story about Roxanne Shante.
Yep.
So if you bear with me, I kind of took a couple of notes. Shante actually has her hand in it. Roxanne Shante, she actually has her hand in the
I think she was like the first one to share the preview. I think.
When I think I seen it. What was it? Yesterday. Man, I had to put that on the page.
Oh yeah,
because
she's such a big figure in hip hop.
Yeah, she really did
especially for the ladies.
She did a lot. Granted, she wasn't the first female MC. Shout out to Shy Rock, first of all.
Right.
She wasn't the first female MC. However, she was probably one of the first that kind of got in, with the beefs and stuff.
Yeah, battle raps and stuff, man.
When we were playing at UTFO, rest in peace, the doctor. The doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Ice, I think it was.
So, rest in peace to him. But she took that song and basically made it a song about her personifying that she was Roxanne.
Right.
And the reason why she wasn't trying to get with these guys because they was sleazy as hell.
Right.
So, it was, it actually started some feuds and stuff because UTFO didn't know who she was at all.
Right. They didn't pick her and ask her to do a response. She just did it to represent for the ladies. And it was really good because we needed more ladies who were bold and not afraid to jump in this hip hop game and just say it's not just gonna be a male driven sport. You know what I mean? And we had ladies out, but she was one of the more bolder ones who just said, "I'm not standing for this." You know what I mean? So I want y'all to know women can be just as tough as men. So that was dope, and I had a lot of respect for her.
She was also the one that said the KRS-One sounded like a whack radio station.
Yeah, and that was one of the dopest lines, man, because it was like, wow, you never really think about it, but she was right.
And this, what's funny though, I think because KRS-One, he was still friends with pretty much most of the Juice Crew, with the exception of Shan, at the time, but I think him and Shante was at the bank. I guess they was trying to do some banking or whatnot,
they wound up being at the same bank.
At the same bank, and KRS is like, "Yo, I'm sorry, I'm trying," and then she went off on him at the bank, at the bank.
I think she approached him. I don't even think he said nothing. She just happened to see him and just kind of rolled up on him like, "What was all that you was talking about? What was all of that?" And he was like, he didn't have no words, so that's how it is, man. You know,
I mean, you can't do nothing. I mean, you know, he did the right thing.
But that was dope, you know what I mean? Because she let people know I'm not just gonna lay down and take whatever you throw at me. You know what I mean? I ain't scared of you on the music, and I'm not scared of you in real life. You know what I mean? So that's dope for her. She's battled a lot of people, man. You know, because honestly, KRS-One did start the beef with her and MC Shan and the whole Juice Crew thing, but she had been battling before that. You know what I mean? She had battled, like I said, with UTFO. She did the Roxanne's Revenge record. She had she battled Busy B. She battled Busy B once before. She battled Fruit Quan from Stetsasonic. Yeah,
this must be unrecorded stuff.
Yeah, you can find like kind of fuzzy recordings of it on YouTube. If you put in like Roxanne Shantae versus Fruit Quan or Roxanne versus Busy B, you can find it. But I've seen them before, and she was, you know, standing toe to toe with these dudes, and she wasn't scared. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. She has a resume to let people know I'm not to be played with. So I think they did good by making this Netflix special to show everything that she's been through and, you know, what she did. You know, I mean, she has sparked some beefs with other females like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper and all of them, you know, just to kind of, you know, I don't know what you would call it, but, you know, I guess she just wanted them to feel like I'm the best, so even though y'all good, I'm the best. And so, you know, they had some exchange words. I know MC Lyte did a response to her. It didn't make a whole lot of noise, but she did one. Yeah. So, but it is what it is. But this Netflix special is about to be lit. Y'all need to go see that whenever it comes out. I think it's going to be coming out sometime in March. I'm not sure. Did they give a date?
Well, I was going to read a little bio on it real quick.
They just basically just told you it's coming soon to Netflix. That's all they said.
But it is next month. Yeah. Matter of fact, they said it was they said March 23rd, but I also seen March 2nd on that preview. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong. Yeah. But anywho, let me just read a little something. So basically, just to give you a little bit of history on Roxanne Shantae, her real name is Lolita Gooden, which it's kind of funny. It's like Lolita Gooden. She could just say I'm L Goody, right? And that'd been like a cool name too. Like you already got your MC name, right? But Roxanne Shantae is something better.
Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, UTFO probably was a big responsibility for that because she took on a name just to go at them. You know what I mean? So she can give her credit to them for that. You know what I mean? So I think that was a catchy name to give, you know, put her name out there. But anyway, you go ahead.
And anywho, let me put this on here. The Big Mom.
Yeah, that's one of her classics right there.
But anywho, so she started rapping pretty much when she was like 13. And just to get into, you know, she did the whole UTFO thing. It sold 250,000 copies, and it was like one of the first ever prominent like rap feuds. Yeah. Like one of the first. Shantae is played by Shantae, Chante, Adams, and she earned her break. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm sorry. I went to Trinity High School. You know, we didn't read wherever. Damn. But they she earned the Sundance Film Festival Special Jury Award for the breakthrough performance, and that's Shantae spelled with CH. Yeah. Again, like I said, Shantae, she's the executive producer of it. The film also stars Moonlight's. Let me cut this down just a little bit. But Moonlight's Marshala Ali and Nia Long, who plays the mother of Shantae, and Kevin Phillips as Marley Marl. They say it hits Netflix on March 23rd. Pharrell Williams and Forrest Whitaker's producers of it as well.
Yeah.
And just to give you a little bit of like album history, she was born in November 9th, 1969. Queensbridge Projects.
Queensbridge.
Queens. Started rapping at age 13. 84, she ran to DJ Mr. Magic and Marley Marl outside the Queensbridge Housing Project. And they were and what became about that record with the UTFO thing was they were discussing how, I guess, not necessarily saying that they would probably be in their area, but they kind of missed the concert. Like UTFO missed the concert date, they couldn't show up.
Yeah.
So she basically asked them like, hey, well, let me just go ahead and write this song up and we'll do this. So basically they did that to get back at UFTO, and there it goes.
Yeah.
And and then a couple of her album releases, she released the Bad Sister in 1989. The Bitch Is Back in 92. That's where Big Mama comes from. And that's where she dissing like all the. It's kind of cool though, because she's dissing all like the female MCs.
Right.
You know, and she had a greatest hits album in 95. So she got like a quite of singles. I didn't put those down, and she done a lot of collabos. So yeah, I mean, y'all should go back and check out Roxanne Shante.
Yeah,
I think
man, definitely.
I mean, not just, and I'm not saying that because she's a girl or anything. Nah, it's just good hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean, Marley Marl's a great producer. So I mean, you go back and listen to some of these beats, and you be nodding your head. I mean, she rhymes. She's really good.
Yeah.
I don't think she's up there with a light or anything. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
But she's not a trash MC. Not a trash MC. Should check her out.
Now, I mean, I don't know. I think I like Light better, but I think Shantae is like right behind her for me. She ain't like far behind her. No. So, but I do like Light just a little bit more. But they're both, legends in the hip hop game, and they did a lot for females, and they're still doing a lot. Light is still doing her thing.
Yep.
So you can't forget about her. And the thing about Shantae, man, she really, I just love the fact that she wasn't scared to be bold when it came to the music and to represent, you know what I mean? So she may have stepped on a few toes, but sometimes you're going to make some waves when it comes to, trying to establish yourself and success and all of that. So I really love that about her. And I think her movie on Netflix is going to be really good because there's a lot of stuff that I know about her, like the fact that she got a PhD. You know what I mean? That's really a big thing. She made the record label pay for her college. Oh,
actually, about that, I think they debunked that. I think
that
was, I read that up today on, I don't know, it was Wikipedia, so I don't know how true that is.
I'm sure they're going to address it in the movie, so we're going to see. But when they first started talking about, they felt like it was a fake thing. She kept saying that it was real, that she did go to school and that they did pay for it. So we're going to see what happens, I'm sure the movie's going to address it because that's a big thing, a big part of her life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, from what I read on Wikipedia, they said that actually it wasn't Warner Brothers that paid, it was Cold Chillin' that was supposed to pay. Mm-hmm. That could, it was a subsidiary of Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But she said she came to the public and apologized, said that she didn't have it. I don't know, because I've actually heard that on the VH1 special that she had a PhD in psychology.
Oh, okay.
Which would have been great. But I mean, again, like I said, we don't know.
Yeah.
They'll probably address that in the special. Which, like I said, I'm looking forward to watching that. As far as, so that's how we shout out to Ryan Davis, the comedian. That's how we gonna get our 2 days back in Black History Month. Since, Black China and Fergie messed it up.
I heard one report that Black China is saying it wasn't really her. That was just some chick that looked like her. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard one report saying that she was denying it supposedly. But we ain't gonna talk about that too much. But Fergie, I'm sorry, you might have hurt your whole career with that performance. I mean, I love you to death. You fine like wine, but that performance hurt you.
Fergie, I just want to say thank you, because what you did, you got black and white people coming together saying that, hey, she messed up that anthem, though. Right. So Fergie, we thank you. Because think about it. First of all, black people just, doing the knee and stuff and everything about that flag and the whole anthem joint. And you got everybody together talking trash about you.
Right.
So thank you. You actually benefited. You did something good. You should be proud. Pat yourself on the back. Don't pee on yourself, though, like you did.
There was a remix. Somebody did a remix that was so funny, man.
Swear the remix good.
I meant to share it with you. I'm going to have to share it on the Triad Hip Hop page. So look for that. Later on today, I'm going to share that. But it was so funny, man. It was a little remix. But yeah, that was the funniest thing that happened this week was Fergie and the national anthem. Another thing that went on earlier this week, Dr. Dre celebrated his birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I just want to say happy birthday, happy belated birthday to Dr. Dre. He's one of the greatest, man, producers out there in hip hop, man. He's done a lot for this culture, and he just definitely
not a bad rapper neither for someone that. I mean, he don't write his own rhymes, but he never claimed that neither. So but he's not a bad rapper.
Yeah, he's good enough. You know what I mean? So I really give him a lot of credit, and I think it was last Sunday. That was his birthday, or it was either Sunday or Monday. Mm-hmm. So just want to give him that shout out, and hope he still continues to do big things.
Nobody ain't gonna forget about Dre, man.
Can't forget about Dre.
Can't forget about Dre, man.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but
another comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Because they act like they forgot about Dre.
No, can't do that. M made that song, man. I love that song.
Yes, he did.
But yeah, him and Dre did some good collabo songs too, man. That Guilty Conscience, that's one of my favorites. So I really like that, man. Shout out to Dr. Dre. We're going to have him on the show one day just for y'all.
We're going to have Dre on the show. We're going to have Dre and Primo on the show do like a beat battle.
Exactly.
Exactly. And Pete Rock judging it.
Yep.
And we're going to bring Jay Dilla back to life eating donuts. He's going to be right there, son.
Exactly.
That's what because that's what we do in our podcast. I don't know what everybody else do. It's what we do.
It's what we do.
It's what we do.
Y'all gonna see it right here on Triad Hip Hop Podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, man, look out for that Roxanne Shante joint, man, because that's gonna be big for hip hop. Even if you're a youngin', you know what I mean. If you want to know more about hip hop, if you watch her story, you'll see a lot going on in there. And I know they're gonna talk about a lot of those battles, like her battling Busy Bee and Fruit Corn and UTFO and MC Light and all of them, man. You know what I mean? That's stuff that, even though, it was mostly just for fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes some people's toes got stepped on, but still, for the most part, when people battle, it was just for fun. They wasn't like trying to really go out and kill each other. You know what I mean? And so that's what the problem is nowadays. Everybody who battle or beef with each other nowadays is not really battling. They just basically like, if I ever meet you, I'm really gonna try and kill you. And it's stupid. So, but thank y'all, everybody who's watching. We're not gonna keep y'all much longer. What else we gotta address before we wrap this thing up today?
I think that's it. Like I said, just look out for that. Yeah, you got, look out for that Netflix special, and check it out, man. I mean, I don't think it will be as big as Black Panther, But honestly, I think it's just as important because as far as like, you know, having like a black female on the side of the, you know, the hip hop world and whatnot coming up, I mean, that needs to be told. I mean, here it is in 2018, and you don't really have a lot of that.
Exactly.
And it's her, you know, her being the first to do that is kind of a good thing. I would love to see, you know, other, you know, female MCs go about, you know, have a little story. Maybe an MC like, I would love to see a Shy Rock, because everybody think, oh, the lady from Blondie's the first rapper. I'm like, hell no. And don't get me wrong, the record song was great. She's like, hell no, man. Like, you know, Shy Rock, Funky 4+1.
Yeah, you got to do your homework out there, man. Ladies been doing it big, man, for a long time, and a lot of them don't get the credit that they deserve.
No.
So, you know, and speaking of this Roxanne Shante Netflix special, I guarantee you that she ain't arguing with Netflix about whatever money they offered her for her story.
Oh, Roxanne,
you know what I mean?
She's trying to get paid.
Monique, take a note from that. If you really want to get yourself out there and build back up your relevance, you're not really worried too much. I'm sure she tried to get as much money as possible, but she ain't gonna make a big stink out of it and be like, nah, I'm not doing it. You know, y'all not paying me. Roxanne Shante is a legend in this hip hop game, so she could have easily said, well, if y'all don't offer me $1 billion, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? So she wanted to give her, right, I'm just saying.
He did probably laugh her out the board,
right.
just be honest.
I'm just saying, so she wanted to get her story out there, and I guarantee you, she probably got offered less than Monique got. You know what I mean? So it's like, let that be a lesson, man. If you want the exposure, you don't have to necessarily deal with anything low or you know, too low for yourself, but don't just say I'm not doing it all the time just because. And you got to get your stuff out there. You know what I mean? I applaud Netflix for what they're doing, to put that out there, because there's not too many people who would have thought to make that movie. You know what I mean? Or even put it out there. So she thought to make it, and they putting it out there. So that's a great thing.
Well, I'm going to expound on what you're saying. I think, you know, I'm not going to say that they offered her as much or less than Monique, but I'm thinking if it does the numbers, because I think it will. It looks good,
right? And
they got a good cast. So if it does good, I think she could probably renegotiate and get some more money.
Yeah, man. We gonna share. Did you already share it on Triad Hip Hop, or did you just share it on your personal page?
Nah, I think I shared it on both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody needs to see that, son. I'm just for real. I mean, you should get
exactly
hype about that.
And when we watch it, we're gonna come back and talk about it for y'all.
Yep.
So I'm ready. I'm Netflix ready, man. So, but we gonna sign off. We ain't gonna keep y'all long. We appreciate y'all. You know, all three of y'all that watched.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all.
Oh, yo.
Everything y'all do for rocking with us, and you know we gonna keep doing it because we in it for the love. You know what I mean? For the love of hip hop.
Hey, next time we do this, the next people we get like 10 people live, we giving out free hugs.
There you heard
free hugs
and high fives.
Yeah.
Boom.
But if you let go, it's like $50.
So yeah, man. Signing off for Hip Hop Podcast, Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This your man Kurt Dog.
And I'm Howie.
And we gonna catch y'all next time.
Alright. Peace.